Check it out. Got a tuna steak at the store. Pretty good deal. I haven't had it in a while and I was in the mood. And not only that, I got this new grill that my mom sent me for Christmas, and quite determined to use it. She feels sorry for me because, of course, I lost all my barbecue privileges in the divorce. And this is a great way to try out this griddle. Almost get that barbecue effect. And I'm going to have this steak with a little rice and some salsa. So we're going to get it on the grill and get going. It's going to be a fast meal today. Easy. Tuna is great. Even if you don't like fish, tuna, fresh tuna is excellent. It's got a very meaty and beefy texture to it. It's filling, and that's why I like it. And it's very simple to cook. Key to cooking tuna, though, is to not overcook it. Don't go crazy. So we're going to get it on the grill. It's got to get sear marks right away, and it's well oiled. I'm going to cross hatch it. Alright, feels hot enough. Alright, it feels hot enough, so let me get a little extra oil here. Alright, it's been about a minute. So I'm going to cross hatch it. Get some nice marks underneath. You can hear the moisture from the fish is already sort of cooling off the grill. Not going to season. I'm not going to have to season this with much. Basically, just going to use a little of the sea salt. And I got my old reliable soy and ginger dressing, which I'll just splatter on afterwards. Tuna is not to be cooked right through. You don't want it dry. You actually want it red inside, almost like a medium rare steak. Might sound odd, but it's very meaty, and it's the best way to eat it. It's more of a melt in your mouth, and you get more of the flavor from the tuna steak as well.
Alright, you don't want to move your fish around a lot on the grill. You're trying to give it very clearly defined hash marks, and then once you turn it over you can season it with sea salt, and I also put a little Montreal Steak Spice on it. That actually goes great with tuna.
As you can see right around here, it's coloring up, but there's still a bit of red here, so I know that it's rare inside. It's also pretty tender, and I can see up here from the top here, so I'm going to let that cook for a couple more minutes. And I'm going to cross hatch underneath. Try and do it on a bit more of an angle. There we go.
As with most steaks, including tuna, it's good to let the steak rest after it's done cooking, so I'm just going to pull it off a high heat here and let it sit for about 3 or 4 minutes before I serve it on my plate.
And that is it. Fuck, that looks good. Give me a break, that looks good. Now, I got a little bit of soy and ginger dressing. I'm going to just glaze on here a little bit.
Now this soy ginger dressing would be enough usually, but I like to add a little fresh salsa to mine. It's a fruit salsa actually. It's got, oh, but I didn't show you how to make that. Let's back up. I'm going to show you how to make that right now. All you have to do is find something great in your grocery store in the fruit section. Here I found some kiwis. I'm going to mix those with strawberries. The ideal is to cut them up in nice sort of squares. It's called a brunoise cut. And you're going to just let these sit together in the fridge, but not before you add a bit of flavor to them in terms of well, maybe whatever you have left in your fridge. Green onions, red onions, green peppers, things like that. Add a bit of color, a bit of texture. And I also have some beautiful cilantro that I like to add, and that sort of cuts through all of those flavors, brings them together nicely. And I'm just going to top that up with some lime juice, fresh lime juice, to add a little bit of citrus. and then I will actually just let the peels sit right in there and add some Thai dressing afterwards, and that's going to give it a nice complement of flavors. And all it's got to do is sit there for maybe an hour. That's it. And you are going to have an excellent topping for your tuna steak.
Oh yeah. You know what wine goes great with this? Corona. Awesome. Awesome.
Maybe the reason why the restaurant has gone down the last past 2 years is Chef Doug does not listen to a word I say.
When was the last time this place was clean? Gordon realizes that this is part of a bigger problem.
Bingo. My fresh lobster ravioli. Soggy. Strange taste inside. Fresh. My I've eaten it. The general. Looks like lava.
Fuck, that's disgusting.
Why you not condemned?